Good evening, YouTube. This your boy BJ working on the Impala again. Today I'm doing the transmission mount. As you can see in here, got a brand new axle in because I hear this clicking coming from the left side driver sound every time you shift and turn. It was sounding like just like an axle. It kind of fooled me, and I replaced the axle and it was still doing it. So I talked to one of my buddies in my Impala forums on Facebook, and he said change my transmission mount. So I seen a couple videos on this, and I decided to do my own way because the videos gave me the location. They were good guidance, but I'm just gonna give you an easier way with different tools because there's some on there with pickle forks and stuff like that. So let me go. All right, now some people are using jack stands and a jack and a wooden block, which is good. I just found it easier to pull it on my Pittsburgh ramps. And I got the car on ramps, and as you see, the first step I did is, before I even brought the jack out, your transmission mount sits right there. This plastic is gonna cover it up, and I just popped the damn screws out because it's too much pain of a butt putting them body pins back in there. I'm not worried about that little guard. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. Water still gonna get under there, but hey, if it floats your boat, put it back on. If not, that shit staying off because I slick ruined the boats. Okay, so before I even jack the car up, I got it on stands. You're gonna need a 15mm wrench. I used the 5/8 because I didn't have a 15, and a 15mm socket. And I'm trying to find out right here. So what I did was, I loosened these two bolts. Then I took my box in and started unloosening these bottom bolts here. Okay, once you loosen them bottom bolts, I started working the bottom bolts loose first because they were baby turns. A lot of people take off the tire. I still had the tire attached. I didn't want to go through all that. But if you want to take the tire off and jack it on a jack stand and then put your jack under there, whatever floats your boat. Fortunately, my stands are being borrowed, so I had to do what I had to do. But basically, this is a kind of easy procedure. You loosen those bottom bolts, and then take your top bolts off. And then what I did was I took and jacked under the transmission, and I'll show you all where I got it at, so y'all know where a safe spot to do it. Right there. So I jacked it up right there, and as I got it up, I started seeing gaps up here. So then what I did was I got my, I'm a Pittsburgh man. So I took my pry bar and pried it up, and then boom, got them top bolts out. Well, I took the bottom out first, so I came here, pried it up, pried about the bottom bolts was sitting about right here. Then up here I worked it, come around on top of the tire, worked it, and it just popped right out, and just put new struts on it too. So that's the easiest way, and the reinstallation is the same. The old transmission mount was bad. That's the new one. I'll get up. This is your new one. Brand spanking new, but the old one was dry rotted, cracked, and all kind of stuff. So hopefully this one solves my clicking enough, but that's what I heard, so I'm gonna go ahead and replace it. And as you can see, the little hump right there, this is your top, that's your bottom. And then you just want to, I think I'm gonna go top in first and then put my bottoms in because I get more leverage with the breaker bar. Whatever floats your boat, it works. But I've been on this probably about 20 minutes tops, so and I'm pretty mechanically inclined. I've never done one before, but I decided to make my own video. Maybe this is easier for me, you guys. Well, you need any help and you see any other suggestions, leave them in the comments. Peace, and let me finish it up.